I'm not sure what I am. I'm just living my life, day to day.
You should be out there helping people.
You think I asked for any of this? I was put in some tank like an exotic fish. Came out with abilities. I just want to be left the hell alone.
Well, that would be a waste.
Harlem. Perpetual symbol of hope and prosperity. Too much happens in the shadows. People fear what they can't see.
This place is our reputation, our legacy, our blood. Let every businessman squeeze them hard. Everybody wants to be the king.
Sometimes if you want justice, you have to get it yourself.
Hungry arms. The hungry arms.
Give us the money. I don't like your tone. You have my word, man. I've got you.
I'm from a city where having a heart is not suggested. I'm a maverick attacking backs, I'm a savage. I'm cleaning braces from tongue and fat. You want to go to war? I'll take you to war.
You might be bulletproof, but Harlem ain't.
This city is supposed to represent our hopes and dreams. You have to fight for what's right every single day.
Yeah, my heart is full of you. Why don't you just tell us your name?
The whole neighborhood is yapping about how 2 goons got the beat down last night. I heard it was 4 guys.
So Luke Cage is finally making his second MCU debut in Luke Cage. But before we get into the exciting adventures of Carl Lucas, let's dive into his origin a little bit. Of course, it takes place in Harlem, which is kind of suggested a gang type territory. And, well, how I put this politely, it's not really a good place to grow up. He was part of a gang as a child, apparently that's how you reflect during the times of the anti-hero comics. Really, that's literally when he came out during the anti-hero saga of comics. You know, Hero, Wolverine, Punisher, and everything like that. So Luke Cage grew up in Harlem and he started a gang called the Rivals. And that creates a lot of enemies. I don't think that, right? Well, I did. See, he was in charge of the group, but then as he grew older, he kind of realized the slimness of it and wanted to get on the straight and narrow. But the boss, Wilkes, didn't like that, and he killed his girlfriend because she was also a hero of the captain. Now, so he decided to claim drugs where he was, and was after him in hot water, and was later arrested. I would love to see this kind of incorporated into his story about how he wanted to go on the straight and narrow, and it would be interesting if the girl, his wife that Jessica Jones killed was, Wilkes' girlfriend, kind of sure that whole straight and narrow, but he was later taken to prison. Ready to sign up for cell regeneration. First he started off with the fights, and then was taken to Alcatraz, like Marvel prison. I think it was Seacraft? Pretty sure it was Seacraft. Anywho, so it's there he experimented on with the superhero serum, and, well, no, someone thought he'd survive, and he survived, so he left the prison and changed his name to Luke Cage. Sounds like a pretty sufficient backstory, if I dare say so myself. But he proved to be bulletproof, and decided to protect his streets of Harlem. That's pretty much the basic origins of Luke Cage, but I like to talk more about, more important stuff. As we all know, he is the 3rd defender. No, I wouldn't say he's the 3rd, because I still count Punisher as a defender. I'd say he's the 4th defender No, he's still the third. Yeah, because he appeared in Jessica Jones. He's the third defender to appear in the Netflix show, and it's really interesting. I will talk about his role in Jessica Jones. He served as the barkeep for kind of his love interest, and he liked that scene with her and Jessica. Then go ahead, like it. I didn't really like it. It's probably because I'm kind of iffy on the subject of, well, not the whole pirate thing, but I'm not that thing where I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta watch more of my Netflix shows. It's entertainment. I think the whole sex on Netflix thing could turn when Electra and Daredevil, that ain't not went too far. But so Luke Cage's kind of the barkeeper, and he has the powers too, and they're both kind of hunted in the show because of the anti-vigilante task force. In this show, it looks like he's gonna be part of the task force, and based on what I heard rumors, they're gonna show Hero for Hire. Of course, they're incorporating Missy Moon, who is a hero for hire, and it's interesting for them to incorporate the heroes for hire, because that's where he kind of meets Iron Fist and we can their friendship become lifelong friends. Their friendship is possibly one of the greatest in Marvel Comics, the longest lasting, I think.
Iron Fist is
Plus, considering almost everyone in comics dies within like 15 issues. But I really don't know him feel. And he's kind of a barkeep, and he kind of gets injured in Jessica Jones. He's taken to the hospital because of Kilgrave stuff, I think. And he's bulletproof, which doesn't help. So he meets Claire there. Claire there. It sounds like I was saying that thing from Heroes and Claire there. But no, he meets Claire there. And she kind of takes him in, and then he goes back to Jessica's house, and then when she's done taking on Kilgrave, he's vanished. So this is where that show's kind of picking up. It's kind of nice to see them avoiding New York this time. They're kind of going to Harlem, which shows a new reign of territory for the Defenders. The Defenders are always dark and gritty. I like that. They show the dark side of everything, and I like that. That's what made Daredevil so good. I like Daredevil season 1. Mostly because we finally have an adaptation of Daredevil we're proud of. Minus season 2. I'm not proud of season 2. I'd be lying if I said I would. Daredevil season 2 is just plain small. Anywho, so Luke Cage kind of serves as the boyfriend, and and his wife was the one that Jessica Jones killed for the information on Kilgrave that he wanted when they were quote unquote dating. And if you want to learn more about Jessica Jones and Kilgrave, then go and walk on Jessica Jones lore I did about a year ago from Jessica Jones lore. So that's gonna be 20 minutes exhilarating. So yeah, what do I think Luke Cage's role gonna be? I think he's gonna be kind of a defender. I think whoever the guy who's seen wearing the crown, you know, the whole crown well camera work, I think that's gonna be the guy in charge of his gang, and I think we're gonna see kind of an origins episode like we did with Daredevil with how Foggy and Foggy and Matt, which was a nice episode. I find it funny to watch Motors that he's a really annoying character on the show. I don't see. I actually like Foggy. Foggy wasn't good. Ted, I would agree.
Defeat me.
Foggy nailed, and Doctor, yeah, easy. Anywho, back to my clearly discussion. So, what's the plan to happen to the old Luke Cage in the show? Well, they're probably going to build the Heroes for Hire. And if you don't know who the Heroes for Hire are, they're just a bunch of heroes that are hired to work. If you're looking for an example, watch First Mightiest Hero with the whole Ant-Man story arc where Scott Lang steals the helmet, and he has to hire Luke Cage and him to find this helmet from Scott Lang. It's a great episode. Greatly written, I guess. But this is the point where Ant-Man is a... If you have not seen the movies, you don't know the borderline of how weird Ant-Man got. Ant-Man had these weird psychological problems, and that was showed excellently in the show. But yeah, Luke Cage is actually chosen for the next Avengers, which is actually quite weird because I don't think he normally accepts the Avengers. He's not really a Avengers type of guy. He's more of a, I gotta defend my home, bro. I guess you could argue that's not true in Ultimate Spider-Man. It comes down to which incarnation you choose from Luke Cage. But he does eventually bring Jessica Jones, which I didn't really like. And create Daniel Cage, which kind of left Jessica Jones out of the spotlight. He did partake in the Civil War in Cap's team, which I'm happy about. And they are kind of going to go for the full Civil War arc in the Defenders, based on what we've seen. But now Defenders. Ooh, I could go on a whole lot about what I think Defenders is going to be like, what characters I like to see, but I like you to tease Detroit Steel. The reason I say this is because that would be a great character for the Defenders trying to take down. Claire's gonna appear in this again, I think in the pilot, and she's kinda going to be like, you need to do what's right. You need to do what's right for the city. The city needs something to fear, and you can be it. And he's like, oh, bull. And he was seen in the Daredevil season 2, which I didn't watch because I don't have Netflix. I use a different software on my screen. But it shows the whole Luke Cage here, like, you know who I am, like, I'm the guy who hates Batman. And, during Comic-Con,
I hope that's not a regular.
they released a new trailer, and I wasn't really proud of it for a trailer. It was kind of like a nice antidote to get us kind of calm before the storm. But Sci-Fi decided to do this really careful, like, I don't, getting the right host, it can do it. So, what they did is that Sci-Fi was doing a whole Comic-Con recap show. Okay, good. The problem with you is that you aired it before the con was over. There was still a lot of Marvel stuff to be revealed, and it didn't really work. And the worst part is you cast a Will Arnett, and I don't like Will Arnett's comics. It's probably a hit or miss thing with me, but Will Arnett's always kind of evil. His portrayal, even in Lego Batman. But anyway, Luke Cage is a series I'm looking forward to. It's in Harlem. So if you know anything about Harlem, like from, I imagine the hood or something, it's kind of the hood. Kind of like a main street, it's not really what it's meant to be symbolized. And that's where Spider-Man lives, I believe. No, he's from Queens. Sorry, I got confused for a minute. I was like, maybe Spider-Man over here, no. But, I wouldn't be surprised if they honored, they put in Danny Rand, because that'd be a nice cameo kind of say, concluding on. But I'm looking forward to the kind of post-credit scene they did with, like, Jessica Jones and Daredevil. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Jessica Jones with the whole Nuke is missing, and, I think Nuke's gonna be in Defenders. And my thumb is creepy enough. Separate issue. And everyone is gone. So I think this is time to kind of wrap up what to expect from Luke Cage. So expect a well-written drama featuring superhero. And this is kind of the first time. No, I wouldn't say first time. I would say, I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking, like, who would be the first real black superhero to appear? And I was thinking Jax, and I'm like, no, it's Falcon. And then I'm thinking, no, it's Rhodey. And then, like, no, it's Steel. So, yeah. If you like Luke Cage or all the Defender shows, check out Iron Fist. Based on what I heard, they're trying to do it 6 months after each other, so expected then. I expect, like, 6 months from now is, like, March, so expected then. So if you guys enjoy this stuff, don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. And I'd like to admit one thing, I was right. Gabe is an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was so happy when I saw it. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you guys enjoyed these lore. Tell me what you want me to see next time. I'm more open to suggestions. If there's something I see like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Luke Cage I kind of want to address, or I will do Doctor Strange lore on November 4th, so check that out. There's more lore that I want to do, but if stuff appears in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that I really need to address, like, hey, here's what's gonna happen, or something, then I will do that. And, till then, bye.